Joining me now, Jay O'Brien up there on Capitol Hill. Jay, first, a bit of breaking news. I understand you learned that Senator Mitt Romney says he will not run now for re-election in the Senate. Let's talk about the impact of this, especially for the Republican conference and this impeachment process that we're now talking about. Romney has been critical of House Republicans, and of course, he voted to impeach Donald Trump after January 6th.
Yeah, and he voted to impeach Donald Trump after Trump's first impeachment as related to that phone call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He has been he is probably Trump's most vocal critic in the House Republican Senate conference. Romney has consistently, with reporters like myself on Capitol Hill, been the person who comes out from Senate GOP meetings or comes back from votes and is asked about former President Trump and delivers amongst the Senate Republicans the most stinging rebuke of the former president. And so he is the most vocal critic of the former president amongst those Senate Republicans. So him deciding not to run for re-election means that, again, the most vocal critic of the former president will no longer be in the ranks of Senate Republicans. Now, he has some time. He's not running for re-election in 2024, so he's still going to be in the Senate until January 2025. But certainly, after he leaves office, it will be the removing of the most vocal critic of the former president amongst the ranks of Senate Republicans. Second only is perhaps Mitch McConnell, who had a very public break with former President Trump's after January 6th, but McConnell is nowhere near as vocally critical of Trump's as Romney is. So it will be a certain shakeup in the dynamics of Senate Republicans.
All right, let's get back to the impeachment. Why not hold a vote?
Yeah, McCarthy just doesn't have the votes right now, the reality is. He's choosing not to hold a vote, meaning he's choosing not to bring this impeachment inquiry to the House floor to be formally rubber-stamped with a vote of the House of Representatives. And there's some consternation as to whether or not that means it's a legitimate impeachment inquiry or not. For instance, when former President Trump was first impeached for that Zelensky phone call, the Trump Department of Justice put out an opinion saying that if there is no vote, an impeachment inquiry isn't legitimate because Speaker Pelosi did exactly that by not holding a vote and instead directing committees to just continue with their investigations under the umbrella of it being an impeachment inquiry. That's what McCarthy is doing now, but he's getting some flack because previously he has said he would not do this without a vote. Kira.
Well, Democrats are slamming the probe. What more are you hearing on the Hill now from lawmakers?
Well, it's interesting because Democrats are saying that this is an impeachment in want of evidence. And you even heard in Rachel's piece, there are Republicans acknowledging that they are doing this impeachment inquiry in the furtherance of getting hard evidence against President Biden. I spoke with one Republican who's on the House Judiciary Committee, one of the principal committees involved in this new impeachment inquiry. And one of the things he said to me privately is that he has not been told from House leadership exactly what new powers his committee now has under this impeachment inquiry. The argument from the House leadership has been they are creating this impeachment inquiry to give these committees additional powers, perhaps stronger subpoena power and things of that nature. But there are members of these committees telling me and other reporters that they're not exactly clear what those powers are. And that's exactly what Democrats are criticizing this as. They're saying this isn't about finding evidence. This is about politics.
Jay O'Brien on the Hill for us. Jay, thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.